guys, I'm Evan Etzbeth, a Super Rugby player. You're watching Gareth Mason on Walking Tour with G-Man.
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about All Black Rugby and the current situation they are faced with by having to choose two great centres to lead the team to the Rugby World Cup. Now, it is Sonny Bill Williams versus Nonu. Now, Sonny Bill has been around for quite some time now. He's got 2 World Cup titles to his name, but Nonu is also a veteran. He's been around since 2003, who's really been an absolutely amazing ambassador for New Zealand rugby. Sonny Bill, on the other hand, has been quite around. He's a very decorative sportsman. I mean, he's won boxing, he's won sevens rugby, he's won league rugby. He's really done it all, and he's a quality player. Whether you love him or hate him, he's offered a lot and brought a lot to New Zealand rugby, and so has Nonu. But Nonu, after the 2015 Rugby World Cup, when New Zealand won, everyone thought he had retired. That was it, hanging his boots up, and wasn't going to return. But then went to go play over in France, and really did well. He got his form back, and you get that like energy where you feel maybe you're not yet done. And they decided to come back to New Zealand and play for the Blues to try and get that last shot of maybe having a 3rd World Cup title to his name, and joining the All Blacks and having 4 World Cups, which it would be an amazing achievement. But so is Sonny Bill Williams. Now, I was a big fan, I still am a big fan of Sonny Bill, but he kind of ticked me off a bit because I always felt he was in control of his own career when he went for where the glory was. Boxing, cool, he had an opportunity, let's go win that. Then he made a call he dropped out of international rugby and went to sevens to try and win the World Cup and the Olympics gold medal or whatever it was for the sevens New Zealand rugby team. Then he came back and then he disappeared to go play league rugby. So I've always felt, he needs to make a commitment somewhere and stick to it and not chase everything. But I mean, when you're a talented rugby player like Sonny Bill Williams, I suppose you can really afford to do what you do. But in the past year or so, you could say he's been up and down, injured, not injured, playing good rugby, then playing weak rugby, then injured again. So he's been really up and down. But the conundrum that New Zealand rugby are currently sitting with is that they've got other talent out there who can fill the shoes of these 2 greats. Obviously, you want to take an experienced player with you, and you technically got to choose one or the other, because you've got young talent and quality who are rising up the ranks, who've done so much for their provincial teams, for their national teams. You've got young bloods who really put themselves on the map, who also deserve an opportunity. So it's a hell of a headache for Steve Hansen to have. It's not a bad headache, it's actually a good headache, but it's complicating to have. So for me personally, definitely to take one of them with you, and lead the way to the Rugby World Cup as they build onto this journey. Now, obviously, Jack Goode is coming back from the Crusaders. Now, obviously, they've been off when they played last weekend against Argentina because of Crusaders rugby and winning the championship and all that stuff. Ryan Crotty is also on his return, but he's currently, I think, going to still miss this weekend because of a thumb injury. You've got Anton Leonard-Brown, who's quality on his own, really had a great season, and you've got Ngani, who had a good game last weekend. Now, he would probably be the last choice out of the 3 I've mentioned first, but he had a great week last week, scored a try. Well, not a great week, but he got a try on the board. Do you kick him out for that? It's like, who's going to face the chopping block for a guy like Sonny Bill Williams or Nonu? And that's the tough choice. If it were me, as much as I respect both of them, I'd probably go with Sonny Bill. I just, from an experience point of view, what I've seen him have to offer. But then again, Nonu, who's been quite consistent and had a good season with the Blues, where Sonny's been up and down, you maybe have to go with Nonu. I think this was a headache Steve Hansen wasn't thinking he would expect if you had to ask him a year ago this time. He probably would have thought, okay, probably Sonny Bill safest choice. He definitely seems to have a soft spot for Sonny Bill, because if Sonny Bill's fit, he's definitely got an opportunity. There's not been a comment where, nah, he's past it, or not going to happen, young blood's coming in, or other players are better. He's always had a door open for Sonny Bill. So that's going to be, I think, the advantage for him going forward. I mean, Nonu wasn't even selected for the Rugby Championship. Is that a sign maybe that he's got no chance going into the Rugby World Cup? Or maybe he wants to rest him, test him out a bit before he gets to the big games? Because obviously there's still the odd warm-up or two before the Rugby World Cup. So a lot still has to be done in order to announce this big team. I mean, we as a South African, we've seen players. Siya Kolisi's going to miss the whole Rugby Championship because due to injury, but I'm sure if he's fit enough, he will definitely be selected because he's our leader. So maybe that's a game Steve Hansen's playing. But for me, if I have to pick one, I would go with Sonny Bill. Just on a matter of he looks like the fitter bloke, but injury could be a problem for him. He's hungry. He definitely seems keen. I know Nonu is just as hungry, but Sonny Bill's been questioning his position so often, and I think he just wants it more. But we'll have to wait and see. Both are talented. Both have got World Cup titles to their name and been a part of this great tenure where the All Blacks have just completely dominated world rugby. So both equally deserve a position in the squad. But again, may the best oak be selected. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who do you think should be selected? Should it be Nonu or Sonny Bill Williams, or neither? And you go with the aforementioned Sonny. You go with Ngani. You go with Anton Leonard-Brown. You go with Jack or Ryan. I mean, probably those last three, Anton, Jack and Ryan, will definitely be selected. I mean, Ryan Crotty is just a pure class player. And then you got obviously Sonny Bill and Nonu to select from. So interesting, very, very interesting. But also remembering Boden Barrett can play centre as well. So there's a lot of options for New Zealand. The depth is insane. But as usual, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who would you go for? Sonny or Nonu or no one? Let me know. Very curious to hear this from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. That's going to do it for today's video. Subscribe if you are new and turn on the bell notification so you're always notified for future uploads. As always, thank you so much for watching. So much more to come, so don't go anywhere. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.
Make sure you subscribe to his channel for all rugby content. Stay safe and never give up.